Hey everybody, my name is Chris Manning, and as you can tell, I am a BYU fan, but I'm also a Texas fan. Um, but I'm going to concentrate on BYU right now. So a little heads up on me: I live in New Mexico, been a season ticket holder for several years. I go to a lot of games. I went to BYU my freshman year. Uh, I was redshirted for the track team my freshman year before heading and moving to Arizona. I go to a whole lot of games. Since I was in high school, my dad and I have traveled to at least one away game, usually a bowl game each year. This year I've been to Florida, I've been to Oregon, I was at the Notre Dame game, I was at the Baylor game, and I was at the Arkansas game. And I decided to make this video because I want to kind of break down what is going on with the BYU defense. And I'm making this video because of Tuiaki's interview today he did with Greg Wrubell, basically saying that his regret was that he didn't do more drop eight against Arkansas, which is just ridiculous. I was a defensive guy. I played safety. I also played receiver. Back in high school, I'm a failed wannabe college athlete. So take my critiques for what it is, but I'm gonna go through the game film here and kind of my opinion on the game, what I think we are doing right, what we're doing wrong, and hopefully the Cougars can turn it around. Like I think this team is extremely talented. Honestly, at this point, I think it's a coaching schematic. I think that there is not a whole lot of faith in this defensive coaching, and I'm going to highlight some of those things here. So again, I'm a nobody. This is my first video. I don't have any professional equipment, so I apologize if the video or the audio recording isn't that great. I'm not going to do any editing. This is basically me just pausing and pressing play. So without further ado, let's start with all of the third downs. So coming into the game, that has been the defense's biggest issue, is being unable to get off the field on third downs. So I want to look at each of the third downs and see what formation we played, what play Arkansas ran, and what were the good things, what were the bad things, and hopefully we will be a lot better for the remaining games. We'll get to a 10-win season, still possible if we win the bowl game, win out. So that's the goal. All right, so let's start with the first third down of the game. Okay, so this graphic is kind of telling here right off the beginning. And there at the bottom, you can see coming into the game, Arkansas was 44th in the country, and they were averaging 44%. And then they ended up completing 80% of their third down conversions in the game. Let's see, the three stops we had were a field goal, the goal line save at the the second quarter, I think, and then one punt. So not great. So here's the first play we've got. We've got in a four-man front. I believe that's Peely here. That is for the linebackers up along the line. They're on a twins left. And we've got the tight end here, the receiver, and the running back to the right. And we're running a zone, some sort of zone here. We got cornerbacks, two safeties, and this is something that drives me nuts. So it's third down and 3. You got to know you're down in distance. And our safeties are playing 12 to 15 yards off the ball, which on a third down and 3 makes them completely useless, in my opinion. On a third down and short, you can't have your safeties playing that deep and expect to really have them be very useful. But again, I'm an aggressive defensive person, and I think you need to attack. So let's go ahead and let this play in full speed and see what the result of this third down play was.
Change practice to get this team off to a hot start.
On 3rd and 3, Jefferson in the pocket, hangs in there and delivers.
All right, so they complete the pass there over the middle, and let's go ahead and take a look at this in a little bit more detail. So at the snap of the ball, we've got the 4 defensive line actually pressing to get to the quarterback. Keenan Peely, I think he's running here in kind of the spies position because we were so afraid of Jefferson running that I think we completely altered our defense. We got cornerback doing a good job manning up here. I believe this is Thule out here on the left side, and Gabe over on the other corner. What kind of concerns me, though, is when you look right here and pause, right here, Gabe has his man, right? The man in his zone he's got, but nobody has the running back. Running back is wide open. He's got all this territory, which isn't good. And like I said, Peely's just stopped here at the line of scrimmage because we're concerned of the run. So he's not really doing anything. He's not taking on any potential receivers. He's not applying any pressure to the quarterback. I don't really like this very conservative, reactionary approach to the defense. But we do have what I like to see here. Thule does a good job if he's getting on his man in his zone. Cornerback over here has his man. Who is that? That is Caleb Hayes. And again, safeties are completely out of the picture. So you see Jefferson steps up, and at the completion you see linebacker's just not, he's kind of got a split between two men. So what is he going to do? He doesn't really have a good option, but this is why not having the safeties anywhere close. You got Micah here, who's more than 8 yards off the ball, and Talon Alfred's not even in the scene. You can only see his shadow. He's another 10 yards deeper than the nearest guy, but everyone was running curls. So if you see here, within very quickly you see flat, he's running it out. He's got a curl. He's going a little bit deeper, and they're just sitting down in the zone. So again, not great, but, and then we have some missed tackles. So not the best first third down showing. And here's from another angle.
Well, it's really good protection.
I do like that Micah comes up so fast. He is great at supporting on the run. He comes like a missile. It's great. I like watching him hit, but you got to be closer. You can't be 10 yards off of the receiver, especially since neither of these guys had anyone in their zone. You got to collapse down. You can't be that far off the ball. All right, so we got that turnover on the fumble, and then went 3 and out. We had the good punt, and that went down to the 1. It was, a nice defensive stop. Now we've got 3rd down and 10, so this is the next 3rd down, and formation we got here. Again, we're showing a 4-man front with one of the linebackers showing pressure. They've got 2 wideouts, two running backs in the backfield for protection, and then the tight end over on this side. And let's see what we do.
Backed up, 3rd and long.
Jefferson moving to his right and floats it in.
All right, so we actually end up bringing 6 people against their 5 because both of the running backs released, the tight end releases. So we've got 6 bringing pressure against 5. And lo and behold, when we bring pressure, we actually get pressure on the quarterback. He has to roll out. And what does he do? He throws a bad ball, and we get a stop. Okay? This is, if I'm not mistaken, the only time in the game we bring 6, and we actually bring 6 on the pass rush. Okay, 3rd down and 10. We're going man up, if I'm not mistaken. The DBs are all manned up. And we get a stop. And that's really the last time we stop them the rest of the game. All right, so we do go down and score. We're up 7-0, which is great. Arkansas has now got the ball back. This is the first possession after the kickoff, and we've got them at a 3rd and 2. Okay, again, this is a 3rd and short, and formation we've got trips right with the back to the right side and the tight end over on the far side. Now, again, we're going to the 4-man front, which is okay, but something I don't like on this backside here. So 4 of the 5 eligible receivers are over on this right side. And again, safeties are playing 10 to 15 yards off the ball on a 3rd and 2. I think that we're possibly manned up out over on this edge. And what I would like to see is either the safety or the cornerback say, I got the tight end and the other one's free to support the run, which is the most likely play call in this scenario. So let's see, obviously, what the play is and how we respond to it.
Big quarterback run situation like this. No Sanders back there.
Jefferson looking for a hole. Got the first down. Out to the 36.
All right, so they just went with quarterback run over the left side, over the tight end, and we're able to get the first down. Now, only by about half a yard. Now, like I said, in this sort of scenario, it's 3rd and 2. They've got a running quarterback. I would like to see a lot more run support on the backside. That's why I would like to see either the cornerback or the safety roll up and be there to support on the backside. All right, we've got numbers on this side. So this is one of those things I think is where we are actually one of the weakest. We never bring backside pressure in the whole game when it was there. It's something that I think if we actually brought a cornerback blitz every once in a while at least, or a safety blitz, something on the backside, we would be a lot more successful. We could get some sacks, we could use a tackle for loss. But it's just not something we do because Tuiaki is not aggressive. I'm a lot more aggressive in my defensive philosophy. And unfortunately, as long as Tuiaki is the defensive coordinator, I don't see that changing. All right, so Arkansas took it the rest of the way down the field. They didn't have a 3rd down, and here was the scoring play.
Sanders off the left edge. First down and more. Sanders diving. And in for the Arkansas touchdown.
All right, so there was some of the game must not have gotten uploaded here. So there was about the first 3 minutes of the second quarter. Weren't online. Arkansas just went down and scored. We answered, and it's now 21-14 here in the second quarter. Arkansas is now driving. Now, I'm going to show this second down play because this is the hockey line change play, and we'll talk a little bit more about this in depth after we watch this play.
College football, love watching his physicality on tape.
39th start for Stromberg at center. Jefferson keeping off the left side and runs out of room close to the first down around the 30. Stromberg preseason first team all-SEC. Got Brady Latham at left guard. 30th consecutive start. Dalton Wagner on the right side. 35th consecutive start. And they got a change. Holy cow. But the officials had to let, I don't know how many times you've actually seen that, where one team's over the ball, the other team is changing everything. Hazelwood wide open on the wide receiver screen. Gets the first down and 3rd down.
Okay, so we managed to stop them short at the second down play when Jefferson ran. It's now 3rd and 2, and Tuiaki decides to change out the entire defense, all 11 players. I've not seen this, especially this is maddening when you consider that Arkansas was actually going pretty quick. They're going up-tempo offense, and you want to do a wholesale line change here. It's just terrible, not only timing, but an idea, a strategy. And as you see, because of this wholesale line change, we do not get lined up in a defense at all. Arkansas's got trips over here with the tight end and the halfback. So we got all 5 of the eligible receivers on this side of the ball. And because of the confusion and the short time that we have between when they got on the field and the snap, we don't have numbers on this side at all. So let's take us through this. So we got the cornerback running over here to get over here. Everybody's trying to figure out what the play is. And the official finally lets him go. And what do we have? Okay, so we've got 3-man here, tight end here, halfback on this side. We've got the cornerback, safety, and the 2 linebackers. We're already outside numbers. And we're just going to do a quick stand-up screen over here. And they easily pick up the first down.
One team's over the ball. The other team is changing everything. Hazelwood wide open on the wide receiver screen.
Now they're able to pick up 8-9 yards because safety's playing 10 yards off the ball. Again, a trips formation, everybody on this side of the ball, and we're not covering down. All right, so we've got another third down coming up, 3rd and 3, 3rd and short. As you see the graphic down there, on the season, Arkansas was 44%, and at this point they were 5 of 6. We had that one punt. Formation we've got trips left, twins right. So defense rolls up into a man, which I would like to see us do more often. And you're going to see the safety over here is playing again, starting off 10 yards off the ball, but he's going to walk up, which is good because the tight end who's out here split. You can see him trying to signal to KJ, hey, hit me, I'm open. And luckily, we get a good play. So let's go ahead and watch this nice stop that we get in the pass breakup by Slade.
Empty set here for KJ Jefferson. Try to spread them out. Like man-to-man coverage from BYU.
5 of 6 today on 3rd down. Jefferson throws over the middle, knocked away and complete inside the 10. It was Ethan Slade.
Now, I was wrong when I said earlier that we only brought pressure one time. This is the other time we bring pressure again, and amazingly, it leads to a stop. Since we're in man, everybody's manned up. We were showing 6-man rush, which I think causes Jefferson to rush this throw. And that's part of the reason why we get this pass breakup, because the receiver had the inside on Slade, but Jefferson threw this a little bit behind him, which allowed the pass breakup. But that's because we're showing pressure. We bring pressure. Now, 2 of the linebackers fall off. They show pressure, and then they kind of fall off. But Jefferson thinks he has to rush this because he knows we have numbers in this scenario. So, again, the only 2 times we bring pressure or really show pressure, we actually get a 3rd down stop.
Jefferson.
So there it is. So see, Slade was a little bit behind, and that throw was a little bit behind, which allowed Slade to make that pass breakup, which is fine. That's what happens when you bring pressure. If you allow Jefferson or any quarterback to have 8 seconds to throw the ball like Pine did in the Notre Dame game on that big 3rd down in like 12, they're gonna complete the pass at this level. Okay, Jefferson is not an 80%, 75% completion percentage quarterback, but it was against us. I just wanted to show this angle because you can see that the throw is behind him a bit. Like I said, Slade is actually beat on this, but that pressure forces him into a bad throw behind him. Slade gets the pass break. Now they'll go ahead and kick the field goal, but I'll take 3 points over 7 points all day long. All right, so this was the segment of the game where Arkansas just rolled. We had the fumble on 4th down that shouldn't have happened. I also believe we had the pick at this time. So we're clear into the 3rd quarter now before the next 3rd down play. It's 3rd down and 10. It's 38-35 with 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. And here's now the 3rd down play that they convert. And this is on Arkansas's part, a well-designed play. And just, again, playing so far off the man. We're actually going man. We're manned up again. But we go man with no pressure, which is not great. Is not a great play scheme. So let's just go ahead and watch this, and then we'll go in depth a little after watching it.
Yeah, they had 12 guys on there. They pull Green to the sideline. 3rd down and 10. Jefferson with time. Receiver wide open. Jackson into BYU territory on 3rd and 10.
All right, so here's the initial formation. Arkansas comes out, twins left, split right, tight end here on the right side with the running back in the backfield for protection. We're going man D. You've got Caleb Hayes on this side. I believe that's Gabe. Over on the far side corner, Micah Harper lined up on this receiver. Bywater's got the tight end. Caleb's going to follow the receivers. He motions across the field. Safety 15 yards off of the line of scrimmage. guarding nobody. He's just playing, I guess, safety. I mean, just deep over the top, even though Arkansas really hasn't thrown anything over 10 to 15 yards on the day. And we are just going to run into each other. And this is not being on good levels, but this is designed to be a pick play. The tight end's going to come across. The receiver is going to come across the field, and the tight end is designed to bring his man into some commotion here, but it's actually Micah and Caleb who are going to run into each other, which allows the motion man or the receiver on the split over on the left side to get wide open.
Yeah, they had 12 guys.
So there's the motion. Caleb goes with him.
Third down and 10.
But look at this lineup. You're in man coverage, but you guys are on the same level. I don't like the setup. I love that Gabe is there in some press coverage, showing some aggressiveness. I like it. So here you come. That motion man comes across. The split end comes into both of our defenders because they're in the same spot. Bywater's well behind the tight end here, and he's dragging across, obviously looking to try and bring his man into there for a pick, it looks like. Anyways, they hit each other. He's wide open. Now we're not bringing pressure, right? We were showing 3 men down and this weird thing that Batty's like the spy, I guess, but let's count how much time Jefferson has. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000. Got 4 seconds, really nobody in his face, and so that's, again, no pressure. Really, it's truly only a 3-man rush because we're not really doing anything with the 4th man. Linebackers aren't coming until late. And it's not even truly a 3-man rush. I wouldn't really even consider that 3-man rush. But anyways, easy pickup for them. He's wide open. All right, so now we've got a 3rd and 8. Arkansas had a penalty on the first down, which allowed to get them behind the sticks. And this is one of the many terrible calls by the officials where BYU gets hosed on this. Again, not great coverage, no pressure at all. Again, a 3-man rush is all we get. KJ Jefferson has all day long to survey the field to find the open man. Horrible call on the spot. We don't get a timeout. We don't review it. It should have been reviewed because this is a terrible call. So let's just go ahead and watch this play, and we'll talk more in detail afterward.
Jefferson waits. Pass is caught right at the line to gain by Landers. Forward progress. They rule stopped at the...
All right, so we've got a tight twins formation on both sides, running back in the backfield. We got 3 down linemen with, again, Batty acting kind of like the spy. We're running a zone, some sort of zone here. And I want to point out a couple things on this play. All right, so there's the snap. Again, only a 3-man rush. Batty kind of falls off. He's not actually rushing. So Sanders has all day. There's no pressure at all. So he'll survey the field. Here's the first pull. I mean, there's a hold there. There's a hold here.
Jefferson waits.
But he steps up, and you can see, and let's back this up just a touch. I'm going to stop this when the ball's on its way.
Jefferson.
All right. So the receiver is standing left foot on the 35-yard line, and he's jumping back towards the ball.
Waits.
He catches it there in the air. Obviously, he's short of the line to gain. Immediately tackled, but watch where his feet come down. His feet come down a yard short. Ball is inside of him. Now, when you yourself bring your momentum back, you don't get like a forward progress on this, okay? So if you're running back towards the quarterback, you shouldn't really get a forward momentum. He should be spotted at basically where he's tackled, right here. So even at the ball, where the ball is, where his knees hit, he should have been well short. I don't know if the teleplay is coming through to you guys, but obviously the officials are talking, excuse me, the play-by-play are saying, this needs to be reviewed. We get no review. Arkansas smartly goes a hurry up play, so that way it can't be reviewed. This should have been a third down stop. Now, they would have been a yard short. They were across midfield, and it's more than likely that Sam Pittman decides to go for it. And so maybe they convert the fourth down. But, again, we don't get this stop. That's considered a pickup. Again, poor officiating at this point, which happened a lot in this game. So let's keep moving on to the next third down. All right, so here's the next third down situation. It's a 3rd and goal. Arkansas comes out in the exact same formation that they did on the last pickup, although our defense didn't see that because we just did another entire line change. So the defense that was out on that previous play that defended it fairly well is not the same defense that is on the field right now. As you can see on this one, this is just Talon Alfrey missing his guy and not catching him. We're in a zone. The wideout over here is going to slip behind him to the back of the end zone. Now we only bring again four-man. Peely kind of comes half-hearted, half-committed. But Batty actually does a good job of getting pressure on the edge, forces KJ Jefferson to step up. But again, Talon Alfrey just lets the guy go behind him, and they score easily.
From the pocket this time in trouble. Steps up, throws. Open man, easy.
Okay, so let's review this a little bit. Again, everyone's checking. Batty, like I said, Batty gets some good pressure here on the edge. The 2 inside receivers cross, again, trying to pick off if we were in man. You've got the wideout receiver who's just going to come get behind Alfrey. I don't know if anyone picked up the running back here or not. Micah sees when KJ Jefferson steps up, he's going to come up for run support, so his man got behind him too. So either one of them were open. As you see, Micah's 2 yards deep. Receivers back behind him. Batty got some good pressure. Keenan's, I guess, running the kind of the spy spot here. Tooley's doing a good job. He's manned up. We got good man coverage here. Again, just get behind Alfrey. Either one of them were open. In that case, both safeties just missed their guy. We run easy, simple post routes. And this was where there was no coming back. This is now 44-35. We go back up by 10. And we don't get anything going for the entire fourth quarter. So here's another angle of that touchdown.
5 touchdowns in this game. He had 21 a year ago. Coming into today. 5 touchdowns in this game. He had 21 a year ago. See Matt Landers just work.
So we can see Mike is stepping up. So this guy's pretty wide open. And then this receiver is going to come open for the easy pass.
It just gets lost in coverage. They're in zone coverage and nobody identifies him. Looks like Alfrey just kind of turns him loose.
So I don't know if Alfrey got caught looking at the running back. Obviously the cornerback needs to pick him up. And just got beat easy. All right, so now it's fourth quarter. Another third down play coming up. 3rd and long. Deep in our own territory. And we again don't get to stop. So we'll watch this play and then I'll go into it a little bit more in detail.
And then lose to A&M in a close game. Bama and Mississippi State without Jefferson. But Jefferson back in a big way. 5 touchdown passes and a great throw here on 3rd and long to Keytron Jackson for a first down.
Okay, 3rd and 9. We got twins on this side of the field. tight end lined up over there with the receiver, halfback there for protection, and we are in man. Now we actually show like we're going to bring pressure, but we don't. We do this so much during this game, it's maddening. So the linebackers don't have anyone. Thule, I believe it's Thule who's got the running back in the backfield. So these guys should be able to free to come, but we don't. They will take a step and then they back off.
And lose to A&M in a close game. Bama and Mississippi State without.
See, as you see, they've already dropped off. They aren't coming, and we aren't coming hard with a pass blitz. 3rd and 9. It's 4th down. You have to get the ball back. Now Caleb just gets beat on a double move, unfortunately. But again, Jefferson has all day. He's got a clean pocket. There's no pressure. What it appears to me is what our defensive line and our linebackers were told to do is try to get to the line of scrimmage and then try to knock the pass down from the line of scrimmage. That's not going to work. You're not going to get a pass deflection 5 to 7 yards from the quarterback. In order to get the pass deflection, you need to be in the quarterback's face within 1 to 2 yards. That's when the pass deflections happen. They don't happen 7 yards deep, unless the receiver is within a yard of the linebackers.
Jefferson.
So let's play forward. Again, see, linebackers, they're putting no pressure. So Jefferson just sits there. He's got a nice clean pocket. If we come with pressure, possibly we get to him and maybe it's a sack. But maybe we're gun shy because of his amazing eluding. But again, we didn't bring hard pressure on that. We brought 4 guys, the other 2 just doing this maneuver, which is nothing. I have no idea what this is. This is so maddening. I don't know what this is. Like I said, I think the intent is to try to get a pass deflection, but that it's a terrible strategy. Either bring pressure or drop them in coverage. You can't have this in between. It just does nothing. So like I said, he's got all day.
Big way, 5 touchdown passes and a great throw
and the receiver
here,
makes a great play on the
sideline to
sideline.
Keatron Jackson for a first down. Great day in Missouri State and then lose to A&M in a close game. Bama and Mississippi State without Jefferson, but Jefferson back in a big way.
So just about any quarterback in college football, if you give them a clean pocket in 4 seconds, they're going to complete the pass. They are going to complete the 3rd down conversion on us, which they did all day. Here's the same play from the other
once
angle.
Again by Jackson. You saw the sluggo earlier be successful.
Gets that foot
I
down.
don't think he got his foot in as he gets. Oh no, he gets.
Okay, so here's the next 3rd down on this drive. It's 3rd and very short, and they're showing a very clear, we're going to go the quarterback sneak. And what I don't understand is we don't have guys down to stop this. I mean, this is where you got to go run like a goal line D style here. And we've got these 3 guys, linebacker, who are playing off. Obviously, you just go man up. You got to pay attention to maybe a running back squirting out, okay, but you also got to know it's 3rd and 1. You've got KJ Jefferson, who is a big man. They run him. The most likely thing is going to be a quarterback sneak. So maybe creep up a little bit. Easy pickup here.
Kind of waiting to see.
Quarterback sneak is no contest as KJ Jefferson and that big offensive line just move everybody downfield 3 yards.
An easy pickup, and then we go our line.
That's the thing. Veteran quarterback, veteran offensive line.
A lot of the non-starters.
We'll see if they can get some of these guys.
Okay, so here is the 3rd down and goal. I mean, they're at the 1. Obviously, man coverage, everybody up at the line, and we do get a stop.
Dial it up, and it's tough.
Jefferson's not in the game because he landed on his head.
Over the top, Green doesn't get it.
That's a great stop by Bywater there to come up
big time stop there by Ben Bywater, coming over the top.
So great play, Ben, anticipating that,
not surrendering, not
taking him down. Obviously, you see right down the line, definitely got him.
Right there
great
at the point.
So great play by Ben.
Nice
right
job,
there.
big tackle at the goal line.
So Arkansas will go for it.
And
they
then
do
they're
have to
going to
snap
go
the ball,
into
play
the
clock
4th
at
down
about
play.
21, game court 3.
And Jefferson's on the sideline. This time they're going to spread out.
So Hornsby,
he's quick now. Quarterback run probably in play.
dives for the end zone. And he did not in play.
And the only time on the
Hornsby,
whole day, backside cornerback comes
run
on.
probably in play. Dives for the
There a
end
little
zone.
bit, but again,
And he did not get in.
did a great
He
stop
did not
there.
make it.
So I like the heart to try
BYU
and
still
stop them
fighting
from
hard,
scoring
even though it's
there
going to
at
lose
the
this
end.
game, and the Cougars will take over
No,
on
I
downs
didn't.
inside the 1.
Glad to
Tanuvasa
see this.
down the
Tanuvasa
quarterback
comes, stabs
run.
up, fills the hole,
Back-to-back plays.
gets a good stop.
We see Arkansas try to go over the goal line, and
All right, so that was a review of third downs. Now, I don't want to leave it on that because, like I said, I love this team. I think they're extremely talented. Unfortunately, I just think there's a lot of, in this game, there was some breakdowns in personnel. I saw on the Cougar board, though, that our starters only on the field about 56% of the time on defense, which you're not going to win games against the SEC when your best players are on the sidelines. I understand the idea of trying to keep your players fresh, your guys fresh, but your best players need to be out on the field 70 to 80% of the plays. So that's not going to get it done. Obviously, injuries are mounting just like they do every year, unfortunately for us. But still, your starters have to be out there 70 to 80% of the plays. They cannot be on the sideline for half of the game. I think that played a big part in a lot of these breakdowns. A lot of these big plays came right after the line change or a very big substitution. And it wasn't just that we were going from a 3-man to a 4-man or 2 linebackers to 3 or 4. No, it was wholesale, the entire defense getting changed out. But I don't want to end it on that negativity, so I want to go through some of the great plays that we had in this game because there were a lot of really good plays on both sides of the ball. So I want to highlight where we make those great plays. Okay, so this is in the first quarter on the first drive, and John Nelson in a 3-man front gets good pressure, gets up in Jefferson's face, and gets a nice tip ball at the line of scrimmage. Now, what you can see, how close he is to Jefferson. This is where you're going to get a tip ball. You're not going to get it back 5 yards off the quarterback. You got to be up in his face. He almost could have had a pick right there, but again, great play by John Nelson there. Great job, man. All right, and then right after Nelson's pass deflect tip ball at the line, we get the fumble. Now, this is great job by Peely here to fight off the hold, honestly. So here's that option play that they're going to run. Hands it off here. As you see, Peely's guy comes up to make contact with him. And I'm trying to show you, it's all blurry right here. Let's try and see if we can get a little bit better angle on this. But you can see the guy's basically choking Peely with his arm. So he comes across right there. But Peely's going to fight through it. Still getting mugged right there. But he gets on the ball. So that's great effort by Peely. Great job, man. Actually, I want to show it at this angle because it's a even better angle. You can see Peely getting held pretty bad. Look at this. Look at that. And that happened all day. There was so many missed calls. He's got a hold of Peely here. But, I mean, he's got a hold of Thule there. Sorry, Thule. Comes in and tackles Peely, but we still get the play. And I don't know who it is that breaks it. Who gets it out. Is that Dawes? Possibly. So whoever it is that actually got in there and knocked that out, great job. And I wish we had more of that during the game. All right, so unfortunately the offense isn't able to capitalize on that turnover. We're playing the worst pass defense, one of the worst pass defenses in college football. And we start off with a run game, and we put Puka as a running back. Now, I know we were devastated with the running backs, but I don't know that that's a good play. I mean, we went in an I formation with Puka, and that's what baffles me most about that is we haven't run an I formation the entire year, and then we do it with Puka and Chris Brooks as the lead blocker instead of a fullback like Houston. I've been asking, if you follow my Twitter, I have been asking for the fullback lead play all year. Hasn't happened. But we do it in this game. And then Puka gets mugged on that third down. They bring pressure. Jaren's got to throw from his back foot early. Puka's getting mugged the entire time. Missed call. But here is the first punt. Ryan Rico comes in and has a phenomenal punt. And I actually was kind of wondering if we were going to attempt possibly a fake here.
Good stop for Arkansas.
Or we were just delaying for time. But
the punt by Rico.
Lands right there at 10. We get a great roll. And down at the 1. So great job by special teams right off the bat.
And he breaks a tackle out to the 20 for 8 yards.
Now, here's Arkansas got the ball back, 2nd and 2, and I mean, they picked this up, I think, but this is what I'm talking about when I say I love the way that Micah comes up and does run support. I mean, he's playing 15 yards off the ball here to start. It's this option play, the run option play, and it gets delayed out, and then here comes Micah missile, and gets a great hit, takes his legs out. So he's playing 15 yards off, but he comes up quick. So nice hit by Micah there. Here we got the pass breakup by Mandel. 1st and 10 here, still on that on the second series. Jefferson got all day, nice pass, but broken up. So great play there by Mandel. So this is not a great play, but I just want to highlight how the pressure causes this. Look, pressure, he's got to come out of the pocket, bad throw, and Hanneman should have had this pick here. We bring pressure here early in the first quarter. Should have had both the fumble recovery and interception here. You'll see on this other angle here. I mean, it's right to him. Micah's got to come up with this. It's right to him. And he just drops it. Again, here was a missed opportunity. I'm not trying to drag Micah. He's obviously a phenomenal athlete, way better than I would ever be. But we gotta have that play.
They can get after the
all right, so after the punt, we got the ball. Arkansas brings the blitz. Jaren sees it. Cody stops, makes a great play. Cody also makes a great catch and does what he always does. Great yards after catch. So they tried to bring the blitz. We picked it up, saw it, got a first down on it. Nice play by both Jaren and Cody. All right, so on this one, it's 3rd and 5. We need a pickup. Going to try, and Keanu comes open, makes a great catch with the man all over him. Great catch by Keanu. He is, I would actually like to see Keanu get more touches. He is a big-time receiver. I mean, he's all over him, makes a great catch, takes a big hit. There was a couple times where Keanu came open and Jaren just didn't see him. But nice catch, Keanu. Great catch, man. Okay, so Puka makes one of the greatest catches ever, and whoever uploaded this didn't get that in. So I am sorry, Puka. That was a phenomenal catch there on that 4th down along the sideline. Obviously, it should have been on SportsCenter. I don't know. I didn't get to watch. But here's Isaac Rex getting his touchdown. Officials try to call PI on a ball that's clearly behind the line of scrimmage. But Isaac gets in. Good play call. Great job there, Isaac, on finishing it. And glad that the officials actually got this one right and waved off the penalty. And then, thankfully, the Arkansas defender decided to draw at the official and gave us an extra 15 yards on the kickoff. All right, so we're up 7-0. Arkansas is driving again, and this is a pass breakup by Micah. The only critique I has is that he's backpedaling rather than turning his hips and running to the ball. He started to fall just before the ball got there. But still gets the pass breakup. But if Micah instead turns his hips and runs to the ball rather than backing up, I think he's got better body control and able to get the interception. All right, here's Puka getting a nice pickup here.
Tackling the quarterback is not supposed to be roughing the passer, simply tackling the quarterback.
Quick curl. breaks a tackle, gets by him, turns it into 20 yards. Great job, Puka. Nice play. All right, and then here, Cody, who is a dude, according to Jarom Jordan, runs a quick 5-yard out. Jaron hits him perfectly, and he makes people miss, and all he does is score. That man is a bad man. So, great job, Cody. Nice play, nice catch, nice route, and way to make people miss. All right, now here is Puka's nice long run that unfortunately gets called back on the face mask, but great job by Puka, but great block downhill by Keanu. If only Puka doesn't reach back and get a hold of the face mask, that's a 65-yard touchdown, which is big. Now we still go ahead and punch it in. Again, great play by Puka, just a quick 5-yard out. Keanu Hill making some great blocks downfield. Unfortunately, face mask brings this phenomenal touchdown to just a 15-yard. All right, here's now the deep ball to Epps. Makes a nice catch, and he makes people miss. And then Chase Roberts is down here again, blocking for his man. Makes a good pickup there, and just short of getting his second touchdown. Epps after the catch is phenomenal. He makes guys miss, and that's probably my favorite thing about him. I mean, obviously he gets open, he runs great routes. But here, look at how many people he makes miss. 1, 2, 3. Right? 3 missed tackles on that. And then try to hit him again real quick. Unfortunately, they blow that one up. All right, now we got Puka going jet sweep, luckily to the wide side of the field, which I like much better than the short side. He gets in, luckily just before he fumbles. So, touchdown, the second rushing of the day. Nice play call there. And luckily, he's in across the goal line before the fumble here on this one. Isaac gets a nice block. Wake with a good block. Turn, in, touchdown. All right, 2-point conversion. Keanu comes open. Great catch right there. Just found the gap. Found the spot in the zone. Nice catch by Keanu. He's got great hands. He's very sure-handed, so nice play, Keanu. All right, here's a pass breakup by Caleb. So nice play here, inside route, and just knocks it down. Great job, Caleb. Nice pass breakup.
For BYU.
All right, so they're doing a recap here, and we get to see a quick look at Puka's phenomenal catch here on that 4th and 8 play. Just phenomenal. Keeps both feet in. That's a touchdown on Sunday. All right, here's Jaron. Just a 3rd down scramble. Just using his athleticism to make something out of nothing. But unfortunately comes up just short of the 1st down marker. And unfortunately that would be a big play because unfortunately that's the next play is the 4th down fumble. But great athleticism by Jaron. Sees the open field and just barely short. But great effort by Jaron there. All right, unfortunately, Christopher Brooks didn't get much opportunity in this game, but he's got a nice run for 9 yards, coming right out of half. So that was a nice run there. It's a good hit to the legs, but you look to see like the rest of the game he was kind of nursing his ankle possibly, but great run there by Brooks. Great job. And then, very next play, go to Christopher Brooks again, picks up another 10 yards. So we open up a great hole for him right there for the line in, and we're now down to the 49 after 2 plays. So looking good, coming right out of half. Once again, we just kept beating Brooks here. They were going a 3-man front, and the 3-man front is easy to run on. Even with as many struggles as we've had, picks up another 10 yards, runs strong, but as long as Arkansas was running a 3-man front and being passive there, we could have run all day. And I would have actually liked to see a little bit more power run. That's a great pick up there by Wake. And Brooks just runs hard. I would like to see our line continue to push down and kind of get that push, but we kind of just stopped and left him on his own. Offensive line, got to get down the field, help out with that push there.
The backups are Mason Fakahua and wide receiver Puka Nakua. Here's Epps on the catch.
And then we got Epps. Nice catch.
BYU first down.
All right, now here's Fakahua getting a nice carry for a first down again. Whenever somebody's in a three-man front, it's almost impossible to stop the run unless you're super aggressive with your linebackers. So we're running our fifth string linebacker, or running back, and picking up a first down against a three-man front. And that's why I hate the three-man front. I just want to highlight this play right here. All right, bad snap. Jaron manages to bring it down. And the reason why I want to highlight this, I want to compare this play and the officiating's call to Puka Nakua on the fourth down play where he had that fumble. Now, on the fourth down play where he has the fumble, when Puka catches the ball, he's turned upfield, and the defender pushes him back 3 yards. His forward progress was over. He had the catch beyond the line of scrimmage. It was pushed back by the defender. His forward progress play should have been called dead, right? Forward progress, he was pushed back more than 3 yards. We should have had that first down instead of a fumble. Now watch on this play. This is the 3rd and 10 here in the second quarter. Puka's going to run that curl route short of the third down, which is maddening. You got to get to the sticks at least. But you're going to see the official is going to call the play dead, forward progress done, after Puka makes the catch and gets pushed back 3 yards.
One pass to Epps, although again,
he's been a go-to guy in this spot.
Correct. I mentioned no passes, but there was the one pass to Epps. Although again, trouble with the snap, but he gets rid of it and finds Nakua. Going to be well short of the first down. Let's see if they go for it on fourth down. They went for it and didn't get it.
That's the difference in the officiating here. There's the correct call. Puka Nakua makes the catch, gets pushed back by the defender, forward progress is over. The whistle actually blows before Puka is on the ground, so I don't know if you guys picked up the sound on it or not from the gameplay, but I don't think you do. The whistle was blowing well before, so here's our fourth down. Honestly, I don't have a lot of confidence in our field goal kicking, and got to go for it here. Jaron rolls out, and we get bailed out by the pass interference here, luckily. And then we'll get the ball at the 3-yard line. All right, now here's Puka gets the touchdown on jet sweep. I don't really like the call to the short side of the field because you need so much more space to this. We get lucky, we get that sealed, and it works. I just really don't like that play being called short side, and we do that a lot with option plays. And some of our screens we run a lot of times to in fact, I think we run more times to the short side than we do to the wide side. And maybe that's Roderick trying to be QQ, but Puka is a good enough athlete. Wake gets a nice kick out there. And so it works. Great play by, that's pure just athleticism by Puka. All right, so here's another bad call. This PI called on Jacob. I mean, come on, look at this. It's the receiver who pushes back. Look, you can see right here, it's the receiver who is looking to push off on Robinson here, on Jacob.
Should have caught.
That is what gets called for defensive pass interference. We got hosed on this one right here. I gave him 15 yards right after Max's 15 yards for the face mask. Even the announcers are like, this is garbage.
That ball, that's a well-thrown football from KJ Jefferson.
That was trash. Robinson, that wasn't a PI. That one's not on you. That's on the officiating. I know this one doesn't come down in bounds, but again, another great catch here by Puka. Jaron gave him just another couple of feet. He would have made this. He would have brought this down because he had it, had possession of it. But unfortunately, just a little bit outside. Again, Puka, you're a phenomenal receiver, man. This is just amazing attempt, though. You needed about 2 more feet. And that would have been another
He had that
huge
unbelievable
pickup.
on that big
So
fourth down
great
catch in
effort,
the
Puka.
first half,
Unfortunately, just a
dragging his
little
feet,
bit.
staying
And
in
again,
bounds. That
Jaron,
pass just a bit
nice
too
ball,
wide to
just
complete the catch.
barely a little outside. All right, so Arkansas's in that three-man front, and which allows us to get a little run.
Gonna go back to the
Brooks
ground,
comes
and
in,
Brooks
makes a
hurdles.
miss,
I think he hurdled his
makes a
teammate
miss,
and got
picks up 9 yards.
Boy,
So great pickup
if
there
Chris Brooks
by
is gonna be
Brooks.
that effective between the
Again,
tackles,
it
we'll
doesn't
see
matter
if
who you
they
are. If
keep
you're running
doing
a
that.
three-man
Just keep
front,
feeding him.
anybody can run on you.
In last drive, 48 yards on the ground after 29 in the first
And
half.
then a quick pickup
And Hall
here,
keeps it here.
get the first
and
down.
Looks like he's got a first down at the 35.
and move the
So
chains.
fresh set it down.
Now here's Jaron. Couldn't find anybody open. Three-man front, no pressure.
After the 1-yard gain,
Takes
here's
it,
a pass play.
gets a nice
Hall
first down.
steps up.
So
After the pump fake,
makes a man
takes
miss,
off,
makes a man
and
miss,
gets the first down,
and gets the
takes
first
another
down, and
shot as
obviously
McLeod gets the tackle.
a little bit slow getting up, but
10 yards and a
okay.
first down.
Jaron, you're a tough man.
Hall.
I know you're in pain, but you're still. Watch this move. Broke his ankle. Nice. All right, man. Get healthy. We need that shoulder healthy. All right, and here's going to be Fakahua picking up a critical third down to keep
Something
the
to do
drive
with Steve
going.
Carell, just looking at what, they just showed
Almost
up
comes
there
up
on the
short,
BYU
but
sideline
he
when
just
the coaches were holding.
would not go down
Fakahua
beforehand.
again,
That's great effort.
driving the legs.
Great job. He made it by
They
bring out the chains on this one and got it. So great job, man. All right, so this is a nice quick hit out to Keanu. And Keanu just makes a nice play here. Now, I don't know if he actually stepped out. There's not a very good angle on that, and maybe he did. I can't see it. I tried watching it in slow motion. They don't give it a better angle. But great effort, Keanu. Nice play after the catch. I couldn't see if you stepped out of bounds. I thought maybe you should have had a few more yards on that one, but still got the first down.
Wrong with Jaron Hall's arm right there either.
No. Pump fake. Hall, throw it deep.
And then hit Puka for the touchdown. So that was a nice series. We come back. We're down by 10 now, within 3. But unfortunately, that's as close as we get, and that's the last scoring play of the game for BYU. But it was a beautiful ball. It was perfectly thrown. Puka got the catch. So I'm going to call it a night there, guys. Look, this game was disappointing. I honestly think if we had a little bit better scheming and the coaching was a little bit different, more aggressive, against a option team like this where they do that slow developing option play in the backfield, you cannot be reactive. You cannot be slow. You can't. I know that's one of the strategies against the option, but I think it's the worst one out of all the different ways that you can play. That's not the way to do it. You have to be aggressive and attack, and I might do another segment where I show how many times where if we had been playing aggressive, we could have gotten tackles for loss, possible sacks, and just blown things up in the backfield, because the way that they block and the way that they run that option with the running back in the shotgun, it's wide open for an aggressive attack to blow it up. But I think we were so afraid of Jefferson getting around. He's a good runner. He's not amazing. He's not phenomenal. But unfortunately, I think we outcoached ourselves on this one. Now, obviously, there are a lot of individual great plays in this game. Puka was phenomenal. Cody was phenomenal. Christopher Brooks didn't get many carries, but he's still averaging over 5 yards a carry. Like I said, in that three-man front, run a power game against it. It's impossible to stop the run with a three-man front, as unfortunately we have found out throughout the year. But like I said, this is my first video. There's no video editing. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I hope it's okay. It'll take me a little while. Maybe my analysis will get a little bit better as I do this a little bit more, figure out exactly how to work my video editing. But hey, I hope the Cougs go to Lynchburg this week, get the win. Liberty's a good team. I still believe this team has the talent to win out. They really do. The question is that fight there? You know, it's hard when you've lost 2 in a row. You lost 3 games, and not being in a conference is really not anything to play for other than some random bowl game. But play for pride, and I hope this team, besides become aggressive on defense, because I think this team has the player personnel that if we decided to be aggressive, attacking, blitzing, or even just bring in a 5-man rush more than a couple times a game, which we did in the very first quarter. The same thing we did against Notre Dame. We brought that pressure early and then never again in the second half. So I don't understand it. But I love this team. I'm enjoying watching. Unfortunately, I'm in my busy season. I won't be able to get to travel anymore. But I did get to go to Florida and Oregon and Las Vegas this year. So go Cougs. Hopefully we can win out the rest of the year.